Tacticians, today we're going to be going over a quick overview of what the War of the Ring campaign is, and then we're going to be going over some tips so that you could take advantage fully for your next season that you have for you. So quick overview is it's going to be all of good versus all of evil. You're going to have the ring bearer, which is Frodo. He's going to be going from Hobbiton all the way to Mount Doom, going on, if you've seen the movies, hopefully you have, he's going to be going the same exact path. If you haven't seen the movies, you read the book, you even know a little bit more because it's a little bit more accurate towards the book. But anyways, as we know, Frodo and all of his people, Merry, Sam, Pippin, all start in Hobbiton together. And then they start making their little adventure on their way. And it takes, time, real time in game for them to actually start moving. And the way that the factions come into play is that each faction actually can slow down or speed up the ring bearer. And as they slow them down, the corruption level increases. Right now, our corruption level is, in fact, a medium. So, our evil did have a nice little jump start, and that gives them an advantage. So on that note, let's get right into these tips. All right, tips. Can you long march? Being in one faction, me, Lothlorien, can I long march into Erebor? Yes, I can. So if I wanted to go all the way back here and go secure some resources, I absolutely can do that. Can you relocate to those other areas that are owned by other factions? Again, yes, you can do that as well. Because, me being in Lothlorien, if I wanted to go to Erebor, I could easily make my way over. Can a faction fellowship or warband join another faction fellowship's warband or fellowship? Yes, you can. So if you wanted to join, for example, we're Lothlorien, we have some Rohan members, we have some Gondor members, we even have some members that are in Erebor. Those are the only 4 factions that are in this. So you can jump. There is no fellowship specific to a faction. It's any faction, any fellowship. It's all free for all as long as you're allied. Obviously, if you're in a warband, you can't join a fellowship. It's just the way it works. One thing to take note is that you cannot betray players that are in other factions. So, let's say I'm over here in Iron Hills right now trying to take a 300 while I'm Lothlorien, and then, somebody comes and snipes my 300 tile. I can't betray them to take that tile back. That tile is theirs now. Only someone else in Erebor can betray them and take it. So with that being said, be cautious, be wise, always make sure you're going forward with it. All right, so now to get into a little bit more of the actual mechanics of the game itself. The fellowship does take a path where it starts off in Hobbiton right over here. And the way that you can slow up or slow down the ring bearer is by building these little scout towers that you have that can be built. And these scout towers basically help the entire, fellowship speed up or slow down. Same thing for evil. The only thing, though, is that you can only build it along a road. So with these roads that are all around here, you actually have to be cautious, because if you end up building a road or building one of them on a road somewhere that you shouldn't be, then it's going to be a little more difficult. And from the text, at least what it seems is that each of these scouting towers that are built, let me show you how to actually build one as well and what they actually look like. Just go to one of my tiles that's over here. There we go. We're gonna go to build, and not fort, we're going to scouting. A scouting tower. Building a scouting tower can increase the ring bearer's march speed, and it counts for when they're in that region, and in that region specifically. At least that's what the text reads. It sounds like it. We haven't fully tested it. I don't know if we're going to be able to fully test it, but we're gonna try. As you can see, our speed is very great right now. We are going much faster than we needed to. That's because they're currently in troll shaws, where we have significantly we have 50 of 50 if I'm not mistaken. When you're an evil faction, Isengard and Gundabad, you guys should be making a mad dash to get to I can't remember, Anuminos. You want to try to get there as soon as you can, and then start building these scouting towers along the road. You're gonna have an early advantage because you're closer than everybody else, especially Isengard. Isengard can get up to this part right here on the bottom and start building and pumping them out. They should also capture Minhiriath Keep, because as you can see right now, they're located in troll shaws, but all of these surrounding areas are actually, influencing how fast the ring bearer goes. So if you look here, it says the ring bearer is they move quickly. See, occupy regions adjacent to and including the region the ring bearer is traveling through to boost their movement speed. Building scouting towers along the roads in the region the ring bearer is moving through and increase the ring bearer's movement speed. So when you're evil, you want to try to have those, you know, just get the roads going. It doesn't matter where in the region, you just need to have it in the region. If you're good, start preparing to you know, try to secure some areas like Trollshaws. Trollshaws was a big one for us. Rudar, we had to fight for a little bit. Cardalon, nobody fought us for, but we got it. And the Fellowship does not go through there. So the way they start from is from the Shire, and then they go into Arthdane, and they spend the most amount of time so far in Arthdane. And that's where evil can really capitalize on everything that's going on. Because they spend the first 24 hours in Hobbiton, if I'm not mistaken. From there, they move over to the crossing. Once they cross the barrier into that new crossing area right there, that's when they're going to have an opportunity to be able to slow them down. And that's when they want to slow them down. And then they're also going to be going to Bree and then Weathertop. That's when they're going to be leaving it. By then, hopefully, you know, evil or good will be able to capture Cardalin, Rudar, North Downs, Emmanuel, and Moors. You got to start pathing for them. Because from here, we're going to go to the Stone Trolls, and then you know, we're going to see what the path takes us. Some things to also look out for is that when you're attacking a tile and you have a another, let's say, faction or even a fellowship there, doesn't matter. Make sure you check to see if there's any defenders, because if there's two different fellowships there, obviously they can't defend each other's tiles. So that's going to be a big thing and a big advantage for you. So nobody can defend other scouting towers if you're going to take them down, and you can't defend other people's if, you know, they're trying to take yours down. So evil should be trying to take advantage of that early game. Try to get into Minhiriath and Arthdane and start building some scouting towers. If you can get 50, that's going to set you up really great. And then once you can get into Rudar, if you can, that's going to be another great point for you guys. If you can capture Cardalin, that's a big one. North Downs, also a big one. Entmoors, Trollshaws, and Ergion, that's going to be a really tough one to take. Moria, we still have more to find out, because we know that there's a little Easter egg, they said. So we're hoping that maybe if, you know, we capture Moria, we'll be able to slip through. Maybe, you know, we don't have to worry about taking anything else. We don't know yet. We're going to have to find out and wait. But either way, tacticians, good and evil, get out there. Make these mad dashes. I know you want to get those resources and power level as much as you can, but make sure you're playing as a team as well. Make sure you're working together to take these additional keeps as fast as you can and as much as you can, because at the end of the day, as long as you're all there and you're playing, it's a team effort for everything. No one else to blame but yourselves, and that's the big part of it. So tacticians, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video, because there's multiple phases to this entire campaign, and I'm going to be posting as each phase goes along, presuming that the first phase is going to be ending in Rivendell. So we're going to see how it goes. You know, evil Trollshaws is going to be your best bet. Remember, the path goes from Hobbiton, Arthdane, Rudar, Trollshaws, and then Brunanvale. So make sure you get out there, build those scouting towers, slow down or speed up the fellowship. All right, tacticians, you have a good one.